Today we're going to talk about one of the most important questions for any saxophone player. Which saxophone should you choose? The soprano, alto, tenor, or maybe the baritone saxophone? In this video, I'm going to cover everything I think you should know before making that decision. We're also going to talk about how easy or difficult it is to switch between the saxophones. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what I think is the best saxophone to start with and why I chose the tenor saxophone as my main instrument. Let's start with the alto saxophone, the most commonly played saxophone of all. The alto sits pretty much in the middle of the saxophone family. Let's hear how it sounds. It's used in a lot of different musical styles, jazz, classical music, rock and pop, so it's very versatile. It's pretty lightweight with around 2.5 kilograms and comfortable in size, which makes it easy to handle for younger players or those with smaller hands. Let's talk about the price. For me, the ideal beginner instrument is the Yamaha 280 alto saxophone, coupled with the Yamaha 4C mouthpiece that usually comes with the instrument. In Germany, the Yamaha 280 costs currently around 970 euros. And let's also not forget the reeds. We usually need to change the reeds every 2 weeks, depending on how much we practice. And one reed costs around 3 euros and 40 cents currently. When it comes to the question how easy the alto saxophone is to play, I always have to think of this ad I once saw. I think it was from the 1930s from one of the big saxophone companies, maybe Bücher or Con, and it said, if you want to learn an easy instrument, learn the saxophone. The saxophone generally has pretty straightforward fingering that's mostly the same in the first and the second octave, and it's pretty easy to produce a good tone on the instrument. I also teach clarinet, and clarinet is a much more challenging instrument than the alto saxophone. Let's now come to the tenor saxophone. The tenor is a little bit bigger than the alto and sounds a bit darker. Let's have a listen. You can find the tenor saxophone primarily in jazz. Among the professional saxophone players, it's probably the most played saxophone, but it also has its place in classical, pop and rock, etc. Although there's not too much written for the tenor saxophone in classical music, you can find a much wider repertoire of classical music for the alto saxophone. When it comes to the ergonomics, it's definitely worse than the alto saxophone. It's heavier, it's around 3.5 kilograms, so a whole kilogram heavier than the alto saxophone on average, and it's also bigger and bulkier. And believe me, after practicing for 1 hour, you will feel the difference in the weight on your neck. Also, because it's larger, it can sometimes cause problems for people with smaller hands. For those reasons, you rarely see beginning saxophone players, especially if they're younger, picking up the tenor saxophone. It's just not as easy to handle as the alto. To get an idea of the price differences, let's compare the Yamaha 280 alto saxophone that we saw before to the Yamaha 280 tenor saxophone. You can find the tenor version in Germany for around 1,600 euros. So this is significantly more expensive than the alto model. The reeds are pricier as well, around 4 euros and 80 cents a reed. When it comes to how easy it is to play, in my opinion, the tenor is a little bit more forgiving than the alto saxophone. Intonation problems don't stand out as much, and I think it's easier to get an acceptable tone out of the tenor than the alto. But of course, the weight and the size can be more difficult to handle than it is the case for the alto saxophone. Let's now have a look at the soprano saxophone. The soprano is the highest and the smallest of the 4 saxophones with a rather bright sound. It's usually straight and not bent like the other saxophones. I often experience that people come to me after a concert and ask me about my golden clarinet. They mistake the soprano saxophone for a clarinet because the shape is quite similar. When it comes to the ergonomics, the soprano saxophone is lighter than the alto, but in my opinion, this doesn't really mean that it's easier to play. Let's talk about the price. We cannot really make a direct comparison here pricier, but it's usually a little bit more affordable than the alto saxophone, especially when it comes to used models. However, in my experience, you really need to invest some time to find a good instrument. Many instruments have issues with the intonation or just not such a great sound. The soprano reeds are with €2.70 for a reed, a little bit cheaper as well. You would generally not see the soprano saxophone as much as the tenor or the alto saxophone. Most saxophone players mainly play alto or tenor and then play soprano as a second instrument. But still, it's played in classical music, in jazz, in pop, rock, etc. I think the soprano saxophone is the most difficult saxophone out of the four to play on. You really need to invest some serious practice time to develop a great sound, a good intonation, a good technique, etc. That's why it's usually not used as an instrument for beginning saxophone players, although you can sometimes see that very young players that are just too small for the alto saxophone still might begin on the soprano saxophone. Let's now come to the biggest and the lowest saxophone, the baritone. The baritone you can imagine a little bit like the bass of the saxophones. I can't show you how it sounds here unfortunately because I don't have a bari, but if you want to see for yourself what amazing things a baritone could do, I would recommend that you check out Leo P, who is one of the most well-known baritone saxophone players of our time. The baritone saxophone is a really bulky and heavy instrument. It can weigh up to 9 kilograms. This makes it really impractical for beginning players, especially if they're younger. And again, you should have a little bit of bigger hands to handle the sheer size of the instrument. Let's talk about the price for a baritone saxophone, and what we can do here is compare the price for a Yamaha 480 baritone saxophone with the alto and the tenor models. So a Yamaha 480 baritone saxophone costs around €6,600 in Germany currently, while you can find the alto model for €1,845 and the tenor model for €2,500. So this is really a huge price difference. You can certainly find better deals with other brands or when you look for a used saxophone, but there is a price to pay for the bigger instrument. And also when it comes to the reeds, the price is really steep. It's €9 for one reed. You can find the baritone saxophone often in big bands or as a part of classical saxophone quartets. You can also find it often in brass bands where it drives the groove. Unfortunately, it's not so often found as a solo instrument, and there are not so many saxophone players that play exclusively as their main instrument, the baritone. When it comes to how easy it is to play, I would say it's not that difficult to get an okay sound on it, but it can be quite demanding to play, especially in the lower register, because it needs a lot of air and breath support. To be sure that I'm not going to be grilled in the comments later when I release this video, of course there are more than these 4 different saxophones. They're just much less commonly played, so I'm not focusing on them in this video. You have the Sopranino saxophone that is even higher than the soprano, and you have the bass and even the contrabass saxophone that are both lower than the baritone. Before I tell you now how easy or difficult it is in my opinion to switch between the instruments, if you like this video until here and you would like to support me, make sure to click like and maybe even leave a comment. This helps the algorithm to understand that this video is interesting to viewers and it will spread it to more people. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos like this. Okay, so switching between the different members of the saxophone family. How easy is it? The fingering and the basics remain the same for all saxophones. So it's relatively easy to just pick up a different type of saxophone and start playing. But from my own experience and what I repeatedly see with my students when they switch is that you need at least 6 months to adapt and really feel comfortable. Generally speaking, moving to a lower range saxophone, so for example from alto to tenor, is easier than the other way around. You can imagine it that way that the smaller the saxophone, the more control and precision you need. That's why it's much easier to switch, for example, from alto saxophone to tenor, and it's much harder to switch from tenor saxophone to soprano saxophone, for example. That's also why I would recommend in general to start with the alto saxophone if you don't have already a strong preference toward one of the other saxophones. I think it's the most accessible and versatile instrument for beginners. And if you want a deeper sound, for example, later, it's easy to switch to the tenor or the baritone saxophone. I myself started on alto saxophone, played it for many years, and only switched to tenor saxophone when I was already studying at the conservatory. The main main reason for me to switch back then was that my favorite saxophone player, Michael Brecker, also played on tenor, and I really fell in love with the sound of the instrument. You can play really low, but you can also extend the upper range of the instrument through so-called altissimo fingerings, so you can basically play as high as an alto saxophone. If you want to get more of an impression how the different saxophones sound like, you can find down in the comments a list with famous saxophone players for the different instruments. I would recommend that you just check out some of those people and see what sound you like the most. Thanks for watching, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and see you next time.